Hey folks, welcome to the Kubernetes SIG Docs meeting. Today is May 28th, 2024. I'm your host today. My name is Ray Lejano. I'm one of the co-chairs of Kubernetes SIG Docs. I think Natalie's on the line as well. Natalie's also co-chair and Divya is the third co-chair as well. We do abide a few housekeeping items. We do abide by the CNCF code of conduct, which boils down to be kind to each other, and we do record and upload to YouTube. So if you don't want your video to be shared, please turn off your video share. I'm going to share my screen here. I have the link to the agenda in the chat. I'm going to share my screen to share the agenda. All right, a few things before we like to officially start. We like to welcome new contributors. So if there's any folks who have not been on this Zoom meeting before or who have been away from a while, please feel free to come off mute and feel free to introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Matteo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I
you.
will be release comms shadow for the 131, and I'm happy to be here. As a background, like I'm an engineer. I started as a software engineer, moved up to DevOps and site reliability, and then now I'm a DevRel. So
Nice. Welcome, Matteo.
Thanks a lot.
Anyone else who would like to come off mute and introduce themselves? All right. And welcome, Matteo. Welcome. If there's anyone else who have not come on mute, but welcome. All right. We could continue if there's no one else. Give a moment. All right. A few things before we start. Some updates, reminders. This week's PR Wrangler is Tim Bannister with Charles Yanezi shadowing. So if you have any open PRs that would like to review, please ping the week's PR Wrangler. In this case, it is Tim Bannister. Next week's PR Wrangler is Natalie Blocko and with Ricardo Amaro. Shadowing, and a week after that is Divya Mohan with Rude Cross Carpe shadowing. And there's a link to the PR Wrangler rotation or a calendar or shift in the agenda. Please take a look at that if you're an improver. And we also have an issue Wrangler role. So the PR Wrangler did fail to mention is that that person is an approver who wrangles PRs, who reviews PRs for that week. We have an issue wrangler that helps triage issues as we have many issues that are open in the K websites repo, and this is all for the Kubernetes/website repository. Natalie Vodko is this week's issue wrangler, and next week's issue wrangler is me, Ray Lejano. All right, there's also a link to the issue wrangler shift as well. And last reminder, if you notice any violation of the code of conduct at any events or meetings, Slack or GitHub comments or anywhere within the community, please reach out to the Kubernetes Code of Conduct Committee. And there's a link to the code of conduct. You can reach out with email, and you can also remain anonymous as well. So let's move on to the agenda. The first thing on the list is the release 1.31. And I think we have folks from the docs side here. I think the docs lead is on the call. If you are, please give us an update.
Hi, everyone. So the current doc status is green, and right now we're just still onboarding shadows. We've scheduled the onboarding meeting for tomorrow, and we've been able to get accesses for everyone that needs access to for different things. And yeah, that's where we're at currently. There isn't a lot of work going on right now. In the coming weeks, there'll be more for us to do, so we'll have more updates to give. Yep, that's it.
All right, thank you. All right, is there anyone from the comms team that would like to give an update?
Hello, everyone. I am Abby, the comms lead for this release. We have a very similar update for docs, and that is that we're working through onboarding and setting up our own onboarding orientation, meeting, getting it scheduled, and making sure that everyone has access. We did have a few folks on the call. I know Mateo, you already did a little intro, and Edith, I saw you had put it in the chat, but if anyone else wanted to jump in and add a little bit more into their intro, please feel free. But otherwise, that's our update from comms.
All right. Thank you, Abby. All right. Any comments or questions for both or either the docs or comms release teams?
Yeah, just a quick one. I saw a few shadows on the call, so if you'd like to introduce yourself, you can do that.
Please do.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm Ricardo Amaro. I'm based in Lisbon, Portugal. I'll be shadowing next week, Natalie. Hopefully, I'll do my best on that work. And yeah, glad to be here. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Ricardo. Anyone from the release team, Dr. Comms, that would like to introduce themselves?
I'll go next.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, my name is Shedrack. I am currently a technical marketing engineer for Isovalent at Cisco. I currently contribute to the Cilium project, but I just joined the Kubernetes 1.31 released as a doc shadow. I'm very, very much excited to be here, and I cannot wait to, contribute to the community.
Welcome.
Welcome. So I'm next. I'm Edith Pugja. I work for Percon as a technology evangelist. My contributions in Kubernetes was translating the documentation from English to Spanish, and that I was doing on my own. Is where I learned many things. I applied for being shadowed 3 times or 4 times, I think. I'm really excited. I was accepted this time. I hope to do the best with all the team. Thank you so much for your support.
Welcome, Edith. Are there any more release team shadows for 131 on the docs or comms teams or any sub team? All right. Well, let's move on. Welcome, everyone. Welcome for those who are on the 131 release team. It's a lot of work, so thank you very much in advance for all the work that you're going to be doing for the upcoming release. All right, let's move on. There's no other comments, questions for the release team. Let's move on to issues and PRs, and we're actually kind of empty in topics for issues and PRs. I don't have any issues or PRs listed. Also, don't have any discussion topics on the agenda right now as well. But this is a short week for those in the US since it is we had a holiday yesterday, so it is a little bit of a short week for us. But are there any other issues or PRs or discussion topics that anyone would like to bring up?
I just wanted to mention I'm the issue wrangler this week. So if there are some issues that folks are looking at in the website repo that they're interested in working on, but it looks like it hasn't been triaged or they need more information and they wouldn't mind me stepping in to try and help out with that so they can possibly work on it, let me know. We have a lot of issues in going at the moment. So if there are certain ones that folks want prioritized, that's completely okay. Feel free to reach out to me on Slack and I can try and do that.
Thank you, Nelly.
And I had one thing next Monday, we are having our monthly localization meeting. So if you would like to come and talk about localizing Kubernetes docs or have any questions about what that is, it's basically the folks in charge of localizing. We have our own sub team and a monthly meeting, and that happens the first Monday of every month. So that it's coming up on Monday. I cannot remember what time it is at UTC, but I can look it up if people are interested.
I think it's 4 p.m. I think.
Okay.
Can you share the link, please? Sorry.
Yes, let me find that and I can share it out with everyone.
Thank you.
Might be, it's on the top of the agenda as well. Monthly
Oh,
APAC meeting. So
that-
all of our meeting links, all the Zoom meeting links and the playlists are all on the very top of the meeting agenda. So we have this meeting, the bi-weekly meeting, the monthly APAC. I'm sorry, we don't have this is a monthly APAC meeting. We don't have the localization meeting on
yeah,
this one.
that's
All right,
that's the thing.
it's otherwise it's on GitHub. If you go to community and if you go to SIG docs, all of our meetings are also on the README for our SIG. So this localization set project meeting.
Okay.
Monday is here, and here's a link to this is probably going to be the agenda, and the agenda has the link to Zoom that's available. And this is for every SIG as well. Every SIG will have their meeting locations or times and links under the Kubernetes/community website, and just find the SIG that you're looking for.
Thank you.
I will
Thanks,
also
Frank.
say, with some of the times in the READMEs as well, please note that we try to use universal time in there, but given that we are currently in a lot of places in the world that uses daylight savings, some of those times might be off for the summer. So just as a heads up for everyone.
All right, I'm gonna put the meeting link on the agenda and to the agenda as well. Okay. All right. Thank you, Abby. Any other topics or questions or issues or PRs anyone would like to bring up? All right. And that's a good thing to note as well. There are daylight savings times in place, so it might be off by an hour. Just okay. There's no other topics or questions for this meeting. I'm going to stop the recording and thank everyone for watching or attending.